Hey, CoinTalk Podcast crew, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive with us?
Always.
Awesome. Today we're looking at XRP and Dogecoin ETFs.
Oh, yeah, big news.
Definitely. This article from trcrypto.news, you guys sent it in. Thanks for that, by the way. It's got everyone talking. Could these actually happen? What's the SEC going to do? We're going to unpack it all right here.
Right off the bat, gotta say, seeing the SEC even acknowledge these filings from Grayscale is huge. They're usually so careful, especially with crypto.
I know, right? Anyone who's been with us on CoinTalk Podcast for a while knows we've covered this. The SEC, they haven't exactly been throwing a parade for crypto ETFs.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even have spot Bitcoin ETFs in the US yet. Forget about altcoins like XRP or Dogecoin.
So for our viewers who maybe are newer to CoinTalk Podcast and all this, let's break it down. What are ETFs and why is everyone freaking out about this?
So ETFs, right? Exchange-traded funds, think of them like baskets of assets.
Yeah.
Stocks, bonds, whatever.
Okay, like a pre-made bundle you buy instead of picking each thing.
Exactly. You buy and sell them on exchanges. Super easy. Now apply that to crypto instead of juggling a bunch of coins.
You could just buy one XRP ETF and boom, you're in.
Exactly. That easy access, that's why this is blowing up.
Yeah.
Suddenly, way more people could jump into crypto.
And that's the mainstream adoption dream, right? But be real, how likely is the SEC to actually say yes? They haven't exactly been crypto's best friend.
True, but even Bloomberg analysts are giving this decent odds. Like 65% for XRP and 70% for Dogecoin getting approved.
Whoa, okay, so something shifted. Why the change of heart? What's going on over at the SEC?
Well, the article points to maybe a new approach with their leadership. Seems more open to crypto ETFs. Huge difference from a year ago. Those were straight up rejections.
Yeah, remember those Solana ETF applications got yanked last December? SEC wasn't playing around. This feels completely different.
Totally. And it's not just Grayscale. Bitwise, 21 shares, they're all filing for XRP ETFs now.
So the SEC's got a busy few months ahead. This could seriously shake things up.
Big time. And speaking of shaking things up, what about DeFi? How does decentralized finance fit into all this?
Oh, good point. We've done some awesome deep dives on DeFi here on CoinTalk Podcast. Everyone should check those out. But yeah, how do these potentially centralized ETFs play with the whole DeFi world?
It's a debate, right? More attention on crypto generally should help DeFi projects.
Like that saying, a rising tide lifts all boats.
Totally. But then some worry that flood of institutional money through ETFs kind of goes against DeFi's whole point of decentralization.
So good and bad. More people in, but maybe at the cost of what DeFi is all about.
Right. Fascinating to see how this plays out, that's for sure. Definitely something we'll keep digging into on CoinTalk Podcast. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it.
For sure. Now, for everyone with us here on CoinTalk Podcast, let's get real. What does this mean for your crypto? If these ETFs happen, what happens to your portfolio?
Well, first impact you might see, price changes. More demand, especially from institutions, could push XRP and Dogecoin up.
So if you're holding those, good news potentially. But, gotta say it, crypto's volatile, no guarantees.
Always got to remember that. Do your research, don't risk what you can't afford to lose. But beyond just price, this could be huge for crypto legitimacy, like the traditional finance world saying, okay, this is real.
Like a stamp of approval leads to even more investment, even more adoption.
Exactly. That adoption then fuels innovation. Good for the whole crypto space.
So yeah, risks are there, but potential's huge. We'll keep following it all here on CoinTalk Podcast every step of the way.
Oh yeah, 240 days is the max for the SEC review, but could be as soon as mid-October if they're quick about it.
We'll keep everyone posted here on CoinTalk Podcast for sure. But thinking bigger picture now, if XRP and Dogecoin get through, who's next? What other altcoins could be looking at ETFs?
That's got the whole crypto world buzzing. If the SEC is really opening up, could be a flood of new applications.
Right. Bitcoin, Ethereum, now maybe these two, Cardano, Solana, Shiba Inu even.
Exciting times, that's for sure. So much potential, and it feels like things are really moving now.
And we'll be breaking it all down here on CoinTalk Podcast. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, smash that notification bell, don't miss our deep dives. Oh, and give this video a thumbs up if you're finding it useful.
Definitely. And let us know in the comments, what altcoins do you think have the best shot at their own ETFs? We love hearing from our CoinTalk Podcast community.
Okay, let's pause here. When we come back, we'll get into the nitty-gritty. Arguments for and against these ETFs, potential benefits, drawbacks, how this all might play out. Stick with us, CoinTalk Podcast crew. It's about to get even more interesting.
Okay, so let's get into some of the potential upsides of these XRP and Dogecoin ETFs. One big argument you hear is regulation, transparency, giving investors a safer way to get into these coins.
Yeah, right now it's kind of the Wild West out there. You want to buy XRP or Dogecoin, got to use a crypto exchange. And those, well, let's just say not all of them are super strict on security or following the rules.
Exactly. And that's a no-go for a lot of big institutional investors. They have rules to follow, compliance departments breathing down their necks. But ETFs, those are regulated by the SEC. That oversight, that investor protection, that's what they need.
So it's like building a bridge between the old school finance world and this new crypto world, making it comfy for that institutional money to flow in.
You got it. And that flood of money, that could boost the whole crypto space. More innovation, more development, everyone benefits.
Tide lifts all boats, right? But come on, there's got to be a downside here too, right? What are the worries?
Oh, for sure. One big one is, well, concentration of power. Right now, it's kind of spread out, but ETFs could put a lot of those coins in the hands of a few big institutions.
And that kind of goes against the whole idea of decentralization, right? A lot of people got into crypto specifically because they didn't like that concentrated power.
Exactly. So yeah, ETFs make it easy, but could kind of mess with that original vision. Another worry is, well, do ETFs really capture what these cryptos are all about?
Interesting. What do you mean by that?
So ETFs, they track the price. Up, down, that's what they care about. But cryptos like XRP, Dogecoin, they're more than just investments for a lot of people. They have tech behind them, use cases that might not show up just in the price.
Right, like XRP wants to be that payment system for banks, and Dogecoin, even if it started as a joke, people use it for tips, for supporting online communities, stuff like that.
Exactly. So some worry, ETFs, they're just looking at the numbers, they miss the bigger picture, the real potential of these coins.
Makes sense. So yeah, good and bad, like with most things. Key takeaway here, CoinTalk Podcast fam, always do your research. ETFs might sound easy, but you got to know what you're getting into, the risks, the potential rewards, the whole 9 yards. We'll keep breaking it all down for you, of course.
Absolutely. Got to stay informed. Hit us up in the comments. Let us know what you're thinking. This stuff is complicated. The more we talk about it, the better.
Okay, so we've looked at the good, the bad, but the big question remains, what does this mean for the future of crypto? If these ETFs get approved, are we talking mainstream adoption finally happening?
It could be, yeah. We talked about it earlier, ETFs. They open the door for regular people to get into crypto. Easier it is, more people jump in.
Imagine buying XRP or Dogecoin through your 401k or on your banking app. That's next level stuff.
Totally. And it's not just individuals, right? Hedge funds, pension funds, all those big players, if these ETFs work out, they might start moving into crypto too.
That's serious money waiting to get in. Even a little bit of that flowing into crypto, that's huge.
No doubt. This whole thing, it could change everything. Definitely worth paying attention to.
For sure. Everyone watching CoinTalk Podcast, stick with us. We'll keep covering this as it develops. New episodes coming all the time. Make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell so you don't miss anything.
And while we wait to see what the SEC does, let's shift gears a bit. Another big question people have, what about the other altcoins?
Right. If XRP and Dogecoin get their ETFs, who's next in line? That's what everyone wants to know.
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question. We'll jump into that right after the break, right here on CoinTalk Podcast.
Okay, CoinTalk Podcast crew, back with us. So, big question on everyone's mind, if these XRP and Dogecoin ETFs actually happen, who else is getting in line? What other altcoins could be next?
Million-dollar question, right. Tough to say for sure, but I'd bet on any crypto with a big market cap already, strong community backing it, and an actual use case, not just hype.
So, the usual suspects, Cardano, Solana, Polkadot, all those.
Definitely contenders, but I wouldn't count out some of the smaller projects, you know, the ones killing it in their niche, even if they're not household names yet.
Oh, interesting. So not just the big dogs. Any dark horses you're watching?
Personally, I'm really interested in how those layer 2 scaling solutions play out. They're tackling some of Ethereum's big problems head on, the high fees, the slow network, all that. And as DeFi keeps growing, those solutions are only getting more important.
Right. We've seen it. Polygon, Optimism, those are making moves.
Exactly. If they keep delivering that scalability, low costs, that's going to be catnip for big investors who want in on DeFi, but without the Ethereum headaches.
So yeah, definitely some projects to keep on the radar. But stepping back, this whole ETF thing, it just shows you how fast crypto moves, right?
Yeah.
What seems crazy one day is the norm the next.
That's the fun of it, isn't it? Always something new, new ideas, new tech, always got to be learning.
And that's why we do CoinTalk Podcast. We're here to help you guys keep up, break it all down, give you those deep dives so you can make smart decisions. Speaking of, if you're liking this episode, hit subscribe, smash the bell icon, all that good stuff so you don't miss what's coming next.
And tell us in the comments, which altcoins do you think are primed for the ETF world? We love hearing what you guys are thinking.
All right, got to wrap this one up. Big takeaway today, folks, this potential XRP Dogecoin ETF thing. It's a huge deal. Could change the entire crypto landscape. Shows the SEC might be changing their tune, could mean way more people getting into crypto, big institutions too. But as always, gotta say it, do your own research. This stuff is exciting, but it's not without risk.
Couldn't agree more. Crypto, it's all about pushing boundaries, changing the game. Stay informed, stay curious, and stay tuned to CoinTalk Podcast. We'll be here through it all.
And on that note, huge thanks to everyone for hanging out with us on CoinTalk Podcast today. Until next time, happy investing and stay curious.